I'm about to share 10 study hacks that smart learners use to study faster, remember more, and finally feel in control. Stick with me because the last hack alone could change your life. Step 1. Cut social media. Be honest, how many times do you sneak a glance at your phone while studying? That ping or scroll isn't harmless. Social media tricks your brain, hijacking your focus and leaving you stuck in a loop. Even distractions that seem small slow you down. A jump in stress hormones, a blasted notification, and boom, you're off track. Studies show that simply having your smartphone nearby zaps your brain power, even if it's off or face down. Here's a better plan. Silence notifications, stash the phone in another room, or use a focus face like the one students call a cell phone hotel. Then tell yourself, I'll check it after this session. You'll see how much longer and deeper you can stay locked in. Trust me, it works. Next, I'll show you a simple tweak that wakes your brain up instantly. Step 2, hydrate and move. Your brain is about 75% water, so even slight dehydration can fog your mind and kill focus. Studies show that drinking just 200 ml of water boosts attention span and memory in young adults. So next time you feel tired or zoned out, grab a glass of water before diving in. It's like an instant mental wake-up. But don't park it for hours. Stand up, stretch, or take a quick walk. Physical movement pumps more blood and oxygen to your brain, making you sharper and more alert. Think of your brain like a car. No gas, no go. Fuel it with water and movement, and you'll study cleaner and longer. Step 3, study in the morning. Night owls, this may sting, but mornings are your brain's superpower. After a good night's sleep, your mind is fresh, full of energy, and primed for absorption. Studies at Dartmouth found early morning learners enjoy sharper focus, less stress, and stronger memory retention. And research measuring teens' brain activity during class shows mid-morning is peak alertness time. Think of it like this. Your brain is a sponge after sleep. Give it 30 minutes of morning study and it soaks in information twice as fast compared to cramming late at night. You're not fooling yourself. Evening sessions hit mental fatigue, not genius ideas. You'll feel too slammed in the morning. No worries. The next trick makes studying feel effortless no matter when you start. Step 4, the 80/20 rule. Here's the deal. Roughly 80% of your results come from just 20% of what you study. That means most textbook pages, they're fluff. Bright students don't cram everything. They laser focus on what truly matters. So how do you apply this? Scan the syllabus, past exams, and class summaries. Ask what's most likely to show up on the test. Spend your time studying that, and ditch the extra details that won't move the needle. By zooming in on the critical 20%, you can cut your study time in half while still mastering the material. Think of it like packing for a trip. You only take the essentials instead of lugging your whole closet. You'll feel lighter, clearer, and more confident. Step 5, Feynman technique. If you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. That famous line, often tied to Einstein but made popular by physicist Richard Feynman, gets right to the heart of this trick. Here's how the Feynman technique helps you learn deeply. Pick a topic. Explain it as if teaching a 5-year-old. Use simple words, avoid jargon, spot what you can't explain, then revisit the material. Repeat until it's crystal clear. Research backs it up. A 2023 study showed this method dramatically improves understanding and retention, even empowering learners labeled slow by forcing clarity and repetition. Another study on K-12 students found those using Feynman perform better on post-tests versus those who didn't. Why it works? Because teaching, or pretending to, forces you to face your own blind spots. You can't hide behind fancy words, so every gap shows up. That's how memory sticks. It's like making a mental mold. Your brain fills in exactly the parts you need. And your confidence? It goes through the roof. Step 6, Pomodoro technique. Long marathon study sessions. That's a trap. Your brain taps out after about 30 minutes. Instead, try the Pomodoro technique. Study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break and repeat. This powerful rhythm keeps your mind fresh, avoids burnout, and makes studying feel totally doable. It's easier to start when you know you only have to focus for a short burst. No more staring at a mountain of study time feeling overwhelmed. Studies show that timed sessions like this help sustain concentration by tapping into your brain's natural rhythms, and students and professionals alike swear it helps beat procrastination by shrinking tasks into bite-sized, achievable chunks. Think of it like sprinting, not running a marathon. Focus hard for 25, then rest, and your productivity soars. Step 7. Flashcards. Passive reading? That won't cut it. Your brain learns best when it's challenged to pull information out, not just soak it in. That's why flashcards pack such a punch. Each time you try to recall a term or fact, your brain strengthens the memory link. Research from Michigan shows that active recall helps move info from short-term to long-term memory. Even med students using flashcards score significantly higher on exam. Grab a stack of index cards or use a digital app with spaced repetition. Showing harder cards more often boosts retention dramatically. Test yourself daily. Struggle to remember? Great. That's exactly when your brain is locking in the learning. It's like a memory workout. The harder it pulls, the stronger it gets. Next up, we'll tackle what to do when details slip away after a few days with one more powerful trick. Step 8. Spaced repetition. Cramming before an exam? That's a total disaster. Your brain needs time to truly absorb information, not just load it. Enter spaced repetition, also called distributed practice, proven better than massed learning at locking facts into long-term memory. Here's the simple schedule I love. Day 1, learn it. Day 3, review it. Day 7, test yourself. Every time you revisit, you fight the forgetting curve, reinforcing those neural pathways. Studies show this method can double retention compared to cramming and help stop brain drift. By exam day, you'll recall the info effortlessly. It's like watering a plant regularly. Small doses grow the strongest roots. Step 9. Teach someone else. Want to truly know if you've learned something? Try teaching it. Studies show that people who expect to teach retain much more than those who just review. They dig deeper into the material. It's called the protege effect. Teaching forces your brain to organize and explain info clearly, which builds stronger memory pathways. Here's how to do it simply. Explain the topic to a friend or just talk out loud as if teaching. If they or you get confused, go back and relearn that part. Keep going until your explanation flows naturally. Even pretending to teach an imaginary student works. Programmers use rubber duck debugging, explaining code to a toy duck, and it helps them spot gaps too. Teaching isn't just sharing, it's a mastery test that cements knowledge forever. Step 10. Reward yourself. Studying often feels like punishment because you never treat yourself afterward, but your brain actually needs positive reinforcement to stay motivated and engaged. When you promise a reward, like a snack, 10 minutes of gaming, or an episode of your favorite show, you're tapping into your brain's dopamine system, which links pleasure to effort. It's basic incentive theory. We repeat behaviors that lead to rewards. Try this. Before a study block, choose a reward, nail that session, and enjoy your treat. Over time, your brain begins to associate studying with something fun, making it feel less like a chore. Just keep rewards small and consistent so you build a positive habit without burning out. Think about where you started. Maybe you were stuck procrastinating, cramming last minute, and wondering why nothing ever stuck, but now you've got a real system. You know how to study smarter, remember longer, and actually enjoy the process. I get it, because I've been there too. I used to dread studying, confused, stressed, constantly forgetting what I just read. But the moment I started using these 10 steps, everything shifted. I felt more in control, more confident, and honestly, I stopped hating study time. And you can do that too, starting today. Most students study for hours and forget almost everything by the next day. And that's exactly why they feel stuck, burnt out, and frustrated no matter how hard they try. You highlight, reread, take notes, even stay up late. But by the time you sit the exam, your brain goes completely blank. That's not because you're lazy. It's because you've been using broken methods no one ever taught you to question. Meanwhile, Japanese students memorize over 2,000 complex kanji characters and remember them for life. They're not studying more, they're studying smarter. So why hasn't anyone shown you that system? In this video, I'll show you exactly how they do it, step by step, so you can finally study less, remember more, and never go blank again. And trust me, stick around till the very end because the final method I'll show you is the most powerful one, and no one's talking about it. Let's break down why your brain forgets so fast and how to flip that switch for good. 1. Active recall. Japanese students don't just read, they actively train their brains by recalling information. Science backs this up. Studies show that active recall, like quizzing yourself, strengthens memory far more effectively than just rereading notes. Think of it like lifting weights. The more you pull information out, the stronger your memory connections become. When you stumble trying to remember something, you're not failing, you're reinforcing those pathways. To try it yourself, close your book, grab a blank sheet, and write down everything you remember about the topic. It'll feel tough, but that's good. That struggle creates mental strength. Western students often cram by rereading, but Japanese learners go deeper. They cultivate knowledge through retrieval. That's how they get results, by studying smarter, not harder. 2. The Kumon method. Forget cramming. The Kumon method is all about taking tiny, daily steps, and it works. In Japan, students use worksheets designed to guide you just beyond your comfort zone, building new skills one bit at a time. Here's the kicker. By working on bite-sized tasks every day, they reinforce what they've learned without burnout. It's not magic, it's momentum. Author James Clear emphasizes the same idea in Atomic Habits. Get just 1% better each day, and over time, those small wins compound into amazing results. So instead of overwriting your brain with huge information dumps, break your study into manageable chunks. Learn a little bit every single day. That's how you build real memory and confidence for life. 3. Spaced repetition. Think of your brain like a plant. It needs care at the right moments to truly grow. That's the heart of spaced repetition, a study method Japanese students have relied on for generations. Instead of cramming everything at once, you revisit information just before it fades, say 24 hours later. Then after 72 hours, a week, and even a month, science confirms this works. Studies on memory retention show that well-timed reviews can boost recall by over 200% compared to traditional study sessions. By spacing reviews, you reinforce neural connections exactly when they're weak, and that keeps your learning vivid and lasting. Here's how Japanese learners apply it. They set up regular review sessions, not just before tests, but throughout their entire study period. It's like watering a sapling just before it wilts, an approach studied by psychologists and backed by memory research. You don't waste time trying to relearn everything, you just refresh what matters when it matters. To use this yourself, try this easy rhythm. Day 1, learn something new. Day 2, quick refresh. Day 4-5, review again. Day 8-10, final look over. Each step strengthens your memory bit by bit without burnout, and that's how you build real, consistent knowledge that sticks. 4. Kaizen. Japanese students don't wait to cram, they follow the Kaizen principle. Tiny, daily progress. Just aim to improve 1% each day. Over time, that adds up big. Or, as Forbes puts it, small, incremental actions form habits that stick. Here's the smart trick. Spend 6 minutes a day, 2 minutes active recall, 2 minutes spaced repetition, 2 minutes focused practice, and in a month, you're about 30% better. That's momentum without burnout. You don't need epic study marathons, just a few thoughtful minutes daily. It's the same approach James Clear highlights in Atomic Habits. Small habits compound into major gains. Kaizen turns memory into a garden, a little care every day, and soon your brain blossoms. 5. Shu. Mastery isn't just about technique, it's about mindset and focus. Japanese students practice a method called Shu, a state of deep concentration where you become completely immersed in the task. Science supports this. Studies on rituals show that structured routines help your brain shift into focus mode, improving performance and memory retention. Want to tap into this yourself? Try these simple rituals. Create a dedicated study space. Your brain will learn to expect work there. Minimize distractions, turn off notifications, or play soft background noise. Use the same pen or set up your desk consistently each session. Light a candle or brew tea to mark the start of your focus time. These small rituals act like switches for your brain, signaling it's time to concentrate and strengthen memory recall. Over time, your study space becomes a trigger to lock into flow. Just like Japanese students who train their minds to work smarter and longer, the choice is yours. Think back to the last time you truly mastered something. Maybe it was a sport, a video game, or a new skill. You didn't just sit and watch. You practiced, you messed up, you adapted, and slowly you got better. That's exactly how real learning works. Studying doesn't have to feel painful or overwhelming. With the right methods, it becomes faster, smoother, and way more effective. So now you have 2 options. You can go back to highlighting random pages and hoping it sticks. Or you can start using what actually works, the Japanese way. The top 1% don't just hear advice, they take action. The question is, will you? Try just one of these brain hacks today and tell me in the comments which one changed the game for you. And if you want more practical tips to study smarter, grow faster, and level up your life, hit subscribe. Small steps, big results. That's how real transformation begins.